Now Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. Jameis now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now they try the right side here. Down to about the 22 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The slot man in motion right. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Bell. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run again with Logan. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
No, check, Patriot.
Defense showing blitz.
Leopard. Here we go. Gun.
On second down, it's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Gun. Detroit.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
No. Check, Patriot. Detroit. Set. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Look at this. It's the former Giant, Robert Ayers, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Back.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40, the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Easy. Ready. 25.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On play action, Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbath to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Going up top. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught here by Bell. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To the air again with Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Let him. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second down, Winston. And this one's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go. Here we go now. Gun.
The give is to Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Set. Clean. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Over.
Leading the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They go play action. Winston. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jameis again. And he fires one, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Here's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory for